roads, I'm back in flesh, fresh from the valley of death. Trampled and stepped, I found my purpose. I quit the circus and listened in the service. I got the knees shaking nervous, I lost a few friends. And my family members don't like what I'm in. Let the dead bury the dead, but I'll be a fisherman of men instead.
www.freestandon.com.
Believe this, it couldn't be said better than Jesus. A two-edged sword to separate into pieces. What he says and she says. I say, and the sheep will follow the shepherd. That sounds proper. It's a long line. The leader can't see and the rest is all blind. And the path to destruction ain't a hard one to find. Read Matthew 19:29. I just wanna do what's right. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, live, live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, live, live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, 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 live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, let's live. From the worst of the worst to Genesis 15 and the strong curse. From the slave whips and everything else that hurts. Ezekiel 37 from the first until you read the 28th verse. I didn't say it, I'm just glad that I can see it. God willing, I get breath so I can be it. The time is getting close. I told you about the brimstone and thick smoke. You didn't follow, then your grave will be hollow. And this is not a threat in the time of the second death. Make no regrets. Village idiot in comedy relief. Blackface and Sambo with big white teeth. Yeah, laugh at me, watermelon and chicken. In just a little time, the tables will turn from where you're sitting. 71% inside the cell blocks. Close the slaughterhouse, we'll bring back the flocks. Check it out. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, live, live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, 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 live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, 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 live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, live. From the gutters and the pits, coming out the graves, and we pray towards where the city sits. The pillar is being built, we're fast in the panels, and the beeswax is being poured into candles. In the midst at the time, we will see it, and the spirit of Egypt again is gonna flee it. We're bringing back the forgotten and things of the past. Nothing's changed, when Noah built the ark, people laugh. But it's my burden and I'm gonna stick to it. And to all the slaves, God expects you to do it. Our nation is being gathered to represent, and there's no time better than the present. 12 tribes coming alive and blowing the breath. Each bone is grown and starting to set. The skin is stretching around muscle and tissue, and the spirit is back to God of Israel.
www.freestandon.com.
Live, live, live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, 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 live. Let's live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, let's live, live, live. Son of man, can these dry bones live? Live, let's live.
www.freestandon.com.
Wouldn't hear it. Sometimes I feel I should have been back in the days. I would have told them to straighten up and change their damn ways. But who am I to the likes of Jeremiah when they crucified the Messiah and they killed Isaiah? A stubborn and stiff-necked people with hard faces. Nothing could have moved them from the altars and high places. Wickedly to the Queen of Heaven they broke bread. Then they cut their flesh and shaved their heads for the dead. The priests wept, the elders, what about the covenant? The prophet said to the people, the worst is coming yet. The sins of the bad, it outweighed the just. So the good and the bad got punished with one thrust. They didn't consider about generations to come, and now I live a life of punishment for what they've done. So today, no bones left to break, no spores left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death we escape. No bones left to break, no spores left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death we escape. Jerusalem was set on a blaze. The Romans broke down the walls and set fires that burnt for days. The people broke camp Just the Levites in Judah were found in scats. Some got killed trying to advance, scattering the people to four corners. The land of our inheritance, given now to foreigners. The Almighty moved us from front of His face and said as the nation, you'll never return this place. The land was barren, the city of David besieged. The land was no more Israel, they could call it what they pleased. Took down the banners and the colors of our state. Then they crushed and they put fire on the front gates. Then they broke into the temple like a river over flood. Over the Lord's altar they poured out swine's blood. When they binded and put up the carpenter's son, they said if we be wrong, put it on our children. So today, no bones left to break, no spoils left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death we escaped. No bones left to break, no spoils left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death we scattered throughout the planet without a shepherd. We set up cities and try to make things get a little better. Southern Italy, Spain, Portugal, other places. We built the Gold Coast, but everything we did was wasted. We were hated, everything was ill-fated. His hand was against us because we disobeyed Him. We ended up on the West Coast in slave palaces, a sickly people with spiritual paralysis. No analysis can fix this hurt. 400 years of the strictest curse brought to this new Egypt, paraplegic. If we can't hear or feel it, only He can heal it. But in the last days of the sentence stands a pillar to cleanse sinners and throw stones at the horrid killer. At the border outside of the 48 states, a foundation upon the rock that can't be moved to shake. On the south side, stick by candlestick, a table's being built for an altar in the midst. A movement, a gathering, a congregation, the end of the curse, rebirth of the Israelite nation. Today, no bones left to break, no spoils left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death.
www.priestandle.com.
No bones left to break, no spoils left to take, a remnant left to blow the breath from death we escape.
Catch a dead one, yo. We're gonna burn up the false leaders, the false teachers, burning all the false preachers. What's the matter? You can't believe your eyes now. The Son of Man be coming in the clouds now. We're clearing all the fields and all mountains. Here is the official warning. They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone will burn them. They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone will burn them. Brimstone, brimstone, burn them with the fire and day. Brimstone, well then, brimstone, well then, well then, well then. Brimstone, 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 fire, brimstone, 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 brimstone. Children, come listen to the words of the preacher's son. God of Israel's gonna burn Babylon. Babylon kingdom will burn to the ground. Yeah!
Brimstone is coming, it's hot, you get blaze. Better change your ways before the ending of days. When the heat smokes, you're stuck, you can't run. And the angel won't stop till the last one's done. Do you think you can hide when He made the earth? And your hiding spot is where He searches first. After you're dead, there's a whole life to live. It's at that point you're gonna answer for the things you did.
They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone will burn them. Brimstone, brimstone, burn them with the fire and horse riding, and I'm gonna smite all the people that led us astray. Come follow me, yeah. Walking in the ways of David, come follow me, yeah. Root 'em up, pull 'em down, pull 'em down. They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone burning. They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone burning.
Who said you're going to heaven? Now let's look. Your name better be down inside the big book. It's brimstone fire for the heathen, and the reason you're leaving is because of your disbelieving. Let's get face to face, and the fact is this: you can't get into place unless you practice this. There'll be gnashing of teeth in the times to come, and you'll find your feet got no place to run. Separate the wheat from the tears, let the rest smoke, and the ones that were drunken from wine, let them choke. Here he comes with the iron rod. Every knee is gonna bow the great and terrible God. The spirit of Egypt put a fire on him. Babylon the great put a fire on him. The great whore, yo, put a fire on him. And non-believers put a fire on him. Hot rocks make it dry.
They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone will burn them. They will not believe in the brimstone. They cannot hide from the brimstone. They really wanna destroy the brimstone. Brimstone will burn them.
From Genesis to Revelations, you could read in the pages, and you'll see black faces. The people in the book, yeah, they look like me. Change the faces and the color they took from me. Made from the purest of the rich dark mud. What color was he when it was all said and done? Tell me, what color would be the Israelite if he caught leprosy and his skin would turn white? Moses put his hand in his bosom and turned snow. Did it again and then back to its natural tone. King Solomon said, I'm black, but I'm comely. Then what color would all of Solomon's sons be? Jesus went to a black Egypt to hide. How could that be done with blonde hair with blue eyes? Samson had 7 locks. It talks about hair like wool, feet burnt like coal pots. Paul was mistaken for the Egyptian criminal. Could that be possible if he had a white visual? It's not about skin color, or close to that, it's just a fact. The people of the Bible are black. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. Who are the 12 tribes of Israel? Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, and Benjamin. Who are the 12 tribes of Israel? Black hats and skull caps, black suits with white strings. The only thing they ain't black. The Israeli is from the land, but the Israelite is from Jacob, who was a man that walked by the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, Gentiles before they put on the mask of me. The seed of Japheth, what the heck? How could you be a Jew when your father is Ashkenaz? They met with a Muslim bishop and Israelite to determine what doctrine sounded the most right. The religion of the Jews chose the Kagan. They mixed it with the doctrine of pagan. They wrote their own Talmud, many books they finished, and they tried to say Hebrew was the Europeans' Yiddish. Today, they call themselves Jews, how bizarre. Yesterday, they were barbarians known as Khazars. God, may God, yo, you're only faking us written in Revelations. You're the synagogue of Satan. Revelations 2:9 to be exact. It's undisputable, the Israelites are black. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, after.
I will never be on the wrong side again.